Let's enjoy our second epic game now that Spec Chat is back. Spec Chat has returned to Age of Empires. We can now see what players are saying when they're playing in games. I'm very excited. And so what I've been doing today on stream is we've basically been revisiting the best maps that we saw throughout the years with Age of Empires 2. In the green, we have Big Lump of Cheese. Why does it say Big Lump of Cheese's team? Did they... Wait a second. 2 players are controlling green. We had 8 players in the game. I think what happened was 2 people fought over the color 3, which is green. And so 2 people, Big Lump of Cheese is one of them, and I don't know the other one, are controlling this. Which is actually hilarious. I wonder if we're going to be able to see them talk. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got Big Lump of Cheese and someone else. Maybe we can use Process of Elimination, playing as the Berbers. We've got... In the orange, Where's the Pickle? Playing as the Cumans. In the blue, we have Tristu playing as the Mongols. In the teal, we've got Demo Dave playing as the Chinese. In the yellow, we've got the Poles for Duve 117. In the red, we've got Gazna playing as the Slavs. And then we've got Honey over here playing as the Koreans. And the map... the map is Texas, which is a legendary... Age of Empires 2 Diplo map, and I decided to revisit it today. I highly recommend that you search for the Legends of Texas. In my mind, it probably is the best Diplo game ever. There are some Blue Coffee episodes that come to mind, but the Legends of Texas probably warms the heart and stresses the mind in a good way more than any community game. So check that out if you haven't seen that before. So, a little bit of backstory as the players are booming up. This is Regicide, by the way, so expect it to be very aggressive where players will try and kill the kings. But as we were trying to set this game up, we encountered a player named The Depends. And The Depends couldn't figure out, as the boar has just been shot by the TC, so the boar is now gone for this team. The Depends said, I'm drunk, and they couldn't figure out how to get into the game. Now, if you look at the chat at the top left, which we can now see, you can see that it says Depends there. So I think what happened was the Depends was so drunk that Depends didn't realize that Big Lump of Cheese was already green. Said, oh, I want to pick green. Picked green, and now these guys are basically going to be disagreeing with every decision. Like a moment ago, someone sent villagers this way, and then the villagers went back, and then it went this way. The TC thing was probably a mistake, and now the Depends says, why are we in a team smiley face, smiley face? And I guess we'll get to hear them talk it out, but I would say if you're placing bets on this game, that I wouldn't bet on the team that's controlled by 2 players, especially because one of them is intoxicated. So we'll see. But he's having a good time. That's what Fridays are all about. That's what community games are all about. And I should now circle over to some of the players I favor in this game. So first off, Tristu, from what I've seen, as Lump isn't even talking to his teammate. Depends says Bug Lump. Bug Lump just sounds so funny. Tristu I've seen play in community games before, and Tristu is very talented. So you can see this is going to be a lightning fast castle time. Demo Dave, ironically, has a Civ that has more HP on the demos. The Demo Dave is also fairly solid and has played in community games before. And then Honey. Now, I'm not too in the loop on Honey's activity with the game right now. I'm not sure how experienced he is. I know in the past he was definitely one of the ones to look out for. Because of the amount of people showing up nowadays, and just because of, I think, lack of spec chat, Honey maybe didn't enjoy community games as much, didn't see him as frequently, but he's back. So that's another name to focus on. And then you've got Duve. Duve over here, I think, is like 1,300, maybe 1,400 1v1s. Fairly solid. I don't know too much about Red, but I do recall Red playing before. And Where's the Pickle? All I know is that that's a funny name. So, sorry if I don't know the history on everyone. Big Lump of Cheese says, cause friends we are. Depends says, good, love it. Why only us? I'll take care of Scout, don't worry. Okay. Now, where's the scout? I kind of want to see how good the scouting is. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. Green's going to take care of the scout. Big lump of cheese.
This is not
I guess they're both green, but big lump of cheese is going to worry about everything else.
That's it. T90 salute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you see that scout micro? Oh, my God. That is some high-level scouting right there. Woo! Very necessary. Oh, weak villager. Could kill the villager, but I think they're allied right now.
Yum. Commie games.
Okay, I just thought of something. If you have two people teamed up like this, you could have one of the players be the spokesman. No. Right? Doov says 2 lumps of cheese. Because there's 2 people on the team, which is kind of funny. But, like, I always find that in Diplo games, I struggle to do the Diplo or talking aspect because I'm always, let's be honest, I'm tryharding, right? So, I feel like you could have one person be the spokesman, and one person can just chat up everyone. That could be interesting. Big lump of cheese says, why am I 2 players? And Doov says, your boy is toasted. Yeah, Green freely admitted to being completely drunk while trying to get into this game. What settings are we playing, says Red. Red, if you haven't figured that out by now, I'm kind of worried for you. Tony explains it. Tony's like, Regicide Diplo. In Regicide, you have to kill all the kings, and you have to make sure you ally and enemy people. What if he goes on this full-on explanation? And Green still can't figure it out. It's been 15 minutes. How haven't you figured this out yet? Boys, ... wait, ... really, ... And he's got 1 more dot than 3. You know he's really serious. Why am I with Big Lump in the same team? And then he's trying to let everyone know. We control the same team. He doesn't understand it.
Juicy details.
Pony says hacks. And he says, I know, but why? God, this is like... At some point, you just have to accept the way life is. You might not understand it, but you've got to just accept it. And I think the acceptance is really... It's been delayed for a green team. Alright. So they're figuring that out. Orange is quickly figuring out that Tristu is a tryhard. And like I said, Tristu is a really good player. And Tristu's also kind of in a situation where you've got to get map control on Texas because of the lack of wood lines. So we see a castle drop here right on Where's the Pickle's face. And for Where's the Pickle, this is not going to be easy. Now, what was supposed to happen was, like, if they didn't go to the same color, a player was supposed to be here. So I think that whoever gets this area, because this map really doesn't have a lot of free space, is going to be in a great spot. And that could be blue. I feel like every community game I see Tristu play, Tristu's always one off to a fast start. But I think Tristu is going to be lacking with the communication and lacking with the Diplo, which is very important when it gets down to, like, 3 or 4 people. All right. Everyone's in Castle Age except for the green team. Big Lump of Cheese said a moment ago, I thought my Vills were drunk. And I saw some of that, right? Vills would move one direction, then the other direction. They were both probably trying to move stuff. You are doing great, Big Lump. Depends is pumping up his teammate. How is his scouting doing? Oh, yeah. Scout is still working. Scout is still alive. Okay. So does that mean Green is genuinely only controlling the scout? I mean, it could actually be really good if you have one person control military and one person control eco. It's just they only have one military unit right now. Take care of eco. I will micro the Shiat out of me. Ew. Ew, don't know. Keep it inside. We don't want that stuff out and about. That's gross. That's probably not what he was intending to say, but that's what he said. So K, Big Lump of Cheese says K, and Depends says love it. I feel like if we didn't have the knowledge the green was drunk, I wouldn't think this was near as funny. But everything about this just reminds me of one of my friends. Like, some people, like, everyone's a little different when they get drunk. But everyone has that friend who's just, like, super over the top and happy with not a care in the world. And that's the vibe I'm getting right now from Green. Okay. Like, normally if someone's chatting this much in early game, it would annoy me. But there's context to it and it makes sense. Oh boy, I didn't play this game for a year, I think. See, I told you, Honey Honey, I think, just hasn't played this game for a while. But Honey has the idea down behind the walls and all that. Does Honey not have hotkeys for villagers or something? Maybe, I don't know. But it's good seeing him back around, that's for sure. Also, good job from Where's the Pickle to stay alive right now. I mean, the eco situation's bad. But was able to get some kills on the Mangadai, thankfully. And that depends, as if there's such a big task for him right now. It says, don't worry, same here. So, okay. Well, big problems for Orange, but Orange will probably drop a castle here in a moment. I see the stone is there for Orange, and Orange is going to drop it here. Good castle to free up some space. And I'm trying to keep you guys updated on everything that's happening, but there's not a lot happening. We do have water control for Duve. That's really important, and Duve is booming with poles. Lots of farms around the Folworks, which is perfect for them. I also like the stone walls for Duve, so Duve can just, you know, do what he needs to do. This castle could be denied. Depends is trying to figure out what they're going to be doing here. I think, okay, you know what? I think the castle goes up. It's just a lot of villagers will go down in the process. I'm just not sure if it's worth it. Is it worth losing this many villagers to get the castle up? 95. You got to click. 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 Oh, no. 95%. I feel really bad for Where's the Pickle because Blue has just been so aggressive. Blue hasn't even given him a chance to ally him. So what are we going for? And Green says, how do I talk just to myself? I mean, I do that all the time. Technically, I do that all the time. I'm sitting in a room alone. There's no other humans in the house. I'm talking to myself. Where's the Pickle says, well, I'm dead, lol. And let's see what the resilience is like for Where's the Pickle. Because some players will just give up and say, you know what? I want to watch. I don't want to die any longer. But other people, as Green's going to lose the scout. What? How did that scout survive? Did you see that? Oh my god. But yeah, other people will, you know, they'll fight here. You got armor and attack for the scouts. And I guess you've got some knights over here as well. Okay. Pretty decent eco for Green. I mean, it's not too bad. But yeah, Tristu is the heavy favorite here. And Tristu right now with 44 villagers. But you know what? There's 78 for Duve. 67 for Red. So, I mean, prioritizing military is great to take out one player. But now you're kind of seen as a jerk. You might not be trusted. I could see the other players maybe saving Orange. But you know what's disappointing? Is that Orange isn't even really talking to anyone. Orange isn't saying, hey, I need help. Hello? Is there anyone out? Oh my god. This is why! Orange has never sent anyone to ally. Orange forgot it was Diplo. And that's why no one cares. They're just like, well, that's good. Because that guy doesn't like me, so... castle goes up. Villagers are still going to go down. There we go. And Honey says, are there new farm skins? I think what happened is with the most recent event, Honey's farms probably changed into the pumpkins. And Honey is like, he's recently returned to the game, so he's probably not used to the fact that they just automatically enable mods for you. So Dude's like, pumpkins. And that's what it is. I disabled mine right after I got it. It does look kind of interesting. Ethan says people who don't ally in Diplo deserve to die. Yeah, it's tricky, right? Like, you now can't blame Blue as much for being aggressive. And now it makes sense why people are not really hearing Orange's cries. The thing is, Texas is a lot more aggressive than other Diplo maps because there's not a lot of space. It's not the most realistic because Texas isn't an island. But here, it's actually an island. And, you know, the fish is important. The water aspect can be important later, but... We've got everyone crammed into one little area. Also, I think we talked about this before. I think the flags that the devs put on this map represents the capital. But then again, I thought there was more than one. Or is there only one flag? Duve, speaking to Dave, says, Dave, we need another one, I think. So apparently they've got an alliance. They've maybe talked about it. Duve says, Dave is my name too. Match made in heaven. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I just envision Big Lump of Cheese is trying to boom and focus on the eco and is putting every ounce of his energy and focus into it. And then Green's trying to talk to him. Like, Green's controlling... When I say Green, Depends is controlling the military. The military's not moving. So he's just hanging out. He's like, hey, what's the plan? Except of winning. And Big Lump of Cheese is just trying to get him to shut up. He's like, I don't know, mass some knights. And Depends says, yeah, boy. Sounds great. Oh my god. This is funny. I feel like the Depends could be a motivational, like someone who motivates others, not a motivational speaker, like a personal trainer type deal, you know. Only, I would probably hire the Depends to, like, I don't know, motivate me as I try and eat really hot wings or something, you know, like, because that can be difficult sometimes. But you don't want to waste food. It'd be good if he was there. Lots of space over here for Honey. The Depends says, we got relics, we got farm, wood, everything. We doing great. We doing great. And holy crap, that eco for Honey. So he's definitely figured it out. Lots of units queued. He's been an imp for a while. Honey has never really been a super talkative community game player from everything I remember about him. But he is a good late game player. And you can see he's somehow going to have villagers. Yep, here he comes. Going over here. I noticed there's a lot of animals over here too. I think Texas is like the highest population of like tigers in the world. I don't know about jaguars, so I guess this is somewhat realistic. Duve says, I'm squished. Where else do I go? Yeah, exactly. This is also one of the worst positions, I think, for this map. This has always been the best. So it's interesting that someone didn't spawn here. And, oh god, I kind of missed that. The poor Pickle was defeated. And he says, I'm dead. Blue just wrecked me right away and resigned. Okay, I feel really bad for Orange. But also, if you don't ally anyone, it is always going to be a problem for you. This is not to say that Blue couldn't be aggressive. And Tristu says, I was forced to fight him. So Tristu's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't get upset with me, guys. Don't get upset with me. Because Orange was basically snitching. Like, hey, I had to fight him. I needed the resources. I needed the resources. F's in chat, please, to pay respects for Orange, though. I do feel bad for him. We got some F's there. That's cool. Nice to see that. And Honey with a crazy boom. I see he's getting Elite Chukunu right now. Oh, he's Korean. For some reason, I thought he was Chinese. He's getting Elite War Wagon then, excuse me. More production buildings. I will make some T90 farm. We are good. Those are very close to the mill, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm disrespected. All right. That's what T90 taught me. It's true.
The hype is real T90 game.
It's definitely true. Just think how boring this game would have been if we didn't have a spec chat. I mean, it wouldn't have been boring. I would have told some weird story about my childhood to fill the time. And some people like that. But I'm really happy we have a spec chat. Duve says, Honey, trade back of map is secure for us. You know, that's a really good idea. Trade right over this crossing. Right into Honey's base. And Honey says, yeah.
Finally, I managed to make it to the stream. So glad to see spec chat is here
Okay.
at last.
Water trade, says Honey. And Duve says, Doc's bottom right. Watch out for Blue. Okay. Yeah, so they're going to keep an eye on Blue. So this is how I see this game going. Blue doesn't have an ally, which is a big problem. Blue is just killed somebody, has Mongols, which is a great post-imp civ, and isn't communicating with an ally. Bad sign for Blue's future. I think Blue might honestly be the next person to go down. Demo Dave here is up against Blue now. Demo Dave's got to be a little careful with that king. I saw the king was ejected from the castle before. That is a lot of Arbalest from Demo Dave. And, you know, the thing is, with Mangadai, you need numbers and you need upgrades. It's also very expensive. We don't have Elite yet. We don't have full armor yet. We don't have chemistry yet. I don't think Tristu is going to be able to do this. Now imagine if Orange was like, hey, Demo Dave, do you mind if I hang out in your base for a little bit? Can I ally you? I think Orange could still be in this game, but the pressure was on. Depends says, let's go camels. We have good camels. Camels make good sound, almost like team. I hate the fact that people are going to laugh at that. I'm not making a camel noise. I'm not making the camel noise. I've done it enough times. No. This guy is going to absolutely love rewatching this, and it pains me. It pains me. Honey's got so many resources. This is sneaky, though, from green. And be able to take that stone. Now, Honey doesn't have too much of an issue with that, I'm sure. Honey's probably thinking about bigger and better things. And that is just a lot of arbs. There's 70 military on the field for Demo Dave, and I think poor Tristu, lacking the eco, is lacking the space. He did say that he had to attack, but I think that you could have also allied someone and gained a friend instead of an enemy, right? That would allow you to expand. There was all this area over here. I think Tristu just loves to attack early, which is fine. That's how diplomacy goes. Some nations are more aggressive than others, but I think that's going to be a problem. Gazna says, I'm just sad I got Slavs. Okay, you got to make sure you remove that E. It's Slavs, not slaves, okay? They're called villagers. Sure, they don't get paid. Sure, they don't have any choice in what resources they collect. But they're not slaves. They're Slavs. Anyways, but yeah, Gazna says you wanted to go for the supplies meme. But I'll say supplies! There you go. How's that sound? Supplies is a little less memey now that they've recently made the cost a little bit less. But I'll still stick with it. Doob was confused. Doob, you could tell, took a couple minutes. He's like, what does he mean? He's like, oh, Slavs. Oh, okay, gotcha. I was gonna say, dude, that's really weird. Guys, this is supplies. All right, now we've got some water trade. How much is being brought in here? 70 gold a trip. I really hope that Duve will get the thing, the upgrade, the market upgrade, the speed one, the caravan. There we go. Because that does affect the trade cogs. Maybe Duve is a little distracted. And Teal still attempting this pushing towards blue. Honey says, green, we good? Why that castle? I don't have... And then Duve says, Honey, do you like red? And Honey says, I don't have something against him right now. As if to imply, I'll kill him. I don't mind doing that. Okay. Blue says, red, do you need an ally? Okay, so this is important, but I think the timing is a little off. But if red could attack teal, that would really help. And we haven't seen red really ask for allies much. Okay, they're talking about positioning. We have Siegran here. If the castle goes down for blue, though, that will hurt long term. Seedrams probably won't be enough to do this. Tanking with Seedrams is really good, but I don't think there's enough here. Yeah, and it looks like blue is in a big hole now that he can't get out of. If you start attack, I can help. Big lump of cheese is just needed a castle and no space. And Depends is sad with a frowny face that has like 6 double chins. Okay, here's the thing though. The fact that they're sitting military next to Honey would make me upset as well. It's one thing if you want to make a castle wherever you placed it. But sitting your military here like you don't trust Honey or like you're going to attack Honey is probably not smart. Also, can we talk about how Blue didn't even get a response? Blue asked, do you want an ally? And he never got a response from poor Red. I mean, they are allied, but Red has no interest. Just ghosted. Red did chat a little bit. Red said, supplies! But I think Red is distracted. And, ooh, we've got some Winged Hussar from the Poles. And we've got Halbs, and we've got Boyars, we've got Skirms. Man, that's a lot of good military for Red. And a lot of good resources, too. Oh, but we have the Olbuk. This unit is filthy, by the way. It's going to get nerfed at some point. I don't think we've seen it dominate yet competitively. But I play, like, it's incredibly good against melee civs. I'd say poles tend to have a weakness against archer civs. But it's so cheap. And they are insanely good. I think even against bowyards, they'll train pretty well, right? Actually, no, they're not doing all that well. But their cost is what matters. Combine that with the hussars, I think this could be very strong. And Duve in a good position. Yeah, I lost paladins to them. I lost so much to them. But red is losing his eco at the same time. Can you guys tell the kings of this game at this point? It's amazing how easy they've fallen into this position. Pony and Duve, who both have 1/7s in their name, which is interesting. Pony and Duve decided to trade. They decided to control the side, and they're attacking at the same time. Blue is getting killed off by Teal. Blue is trying to escape. Teal, I think, is teamed up with Duve, though, which is kind of weird. I don't know. But it's like, Depends and Big Lump of Cheese are talking to each other. So they technically have an ally, but they're not allied with anyone else. Depends says, so who are we going to kill? Big Lump of Cheese says, sneak on purple? Depends says, yep, sure, sounds wonderful. Big Lump of Cheese says, he's got a lot of castle. This is so cute. And Blue says, green, I'm coming peacefully. And Red's like, hello? Can anyone help me? He's screaming, can anyone help? And this is right after Red said, yeah, pick on the newbie. Okay, Honey is now speaking to Green. They feel like the job is done against Red. And I guess at this point, Honey sees this and does not trust them. How does Green not realize that they're going to get hit by Honey at this point? Like, this looks so sus. Anyways, Blue has arrived peacefully. Whoever the host of this game was set it to 225 pop, which the players have just realized. It's good to have the running commentary from Depends and Big Lump of Cheese, because I mean, I would have missed out on a lot of this information if it wasn't for them talking. And Red doesn't have farms anymore, right? Like, all the farmers are gone, so you won't have food income. If you don't have food income, what do you make? I think Red's done. Texas can be extremely cutthroat. Just ask, where's the pickle? And I know what you're thinking. You're like, where's the pickle? Because he's gone. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He died awfully quick. Pony and Duve, my top two. Green, though, maybe tempted to try and get the king kill. I don't think this is going to last too long. And uh-oh. 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 The elite war wagons turn, and I don't know who's controlling the military right now. Town Bell. But yeah, I think Green has now realized, like, uh-oh, this is an issue. We poked the bear. Teal getting ready to attack me next is Duve. And Big Lump of Cheese didn't even have a say. He's like, oh, we went for it. Okay. Bro, the fact they keep talking to each other so much is like, it's hurting them. I don't think it's helping them. Blue, I'm out, but good luck. Hope that helps. Wait, did Blue just receive resources? Blue just received resources! Red just sent resources over to Blue, I think. So Red is giving it up. But that gives Blue a chance. Okay, we hold separately. What you doing, Dave? Okay, so yeah, Yellow is just saying that he expects Teal to turn on him. And so Honey's going to hold his side. Duve is going to hold his side. The only alliance this game has had is Honey and Duve. That's the only strong alliance. I think that Demo thought he had an alliance with Duve, though. But, like, the two players controlling green have basically just been talking to each other. Orange and blue killed each other, or, you know, attacked each other. I mean, it's going to be really tough, I think, since the top two have trade here. I know that everyone always likes to see an upset, but if you look at the castles and the towers as well, I think it will be tricky. Just with how aggressive this game is, as we now see the fight. So Dave didn't really respond, but Dave is trade. Whoa! Wait, where is his markets? Oh, he's going to trade with Honey. Really? That's surprising. I mean, that is a lot of trade in queue for Demo Dave. Kind of sucks that the Trebs are out of position right now. But I think this fight's going to be pretty good for him. As long as he... Oh, God! I jinxed him! What are you doing? I think he accidentally clicked a unit. This is why you never want to click a unit. You just want to patrol in or attack move towards an area and let them fight. I expected him to go the other way with his army and wait for some reinforcements, but ouch. We need to kill purple ASAP. Otherwise, he will destroy us. Boys. Oh, that is green sending out conversation to other players right now. I'm not sure who. I'm not sure who the boys are. Yellow says, sure, but I need space. Good idea. I have nothing left, though, says red. Okay. Interesting. Well, it's good to see the green team communicate with others for once, instead of just amongst themselves. Because that's really what they've needed. It has been entertaining, though, to listen to them talk to each other. Guys, I think everyone is kind of sleeping on blue at the moment. Blue being Mongols will end up being a big deal, especially if he's got some type of space. Pony has Siege Onager and Elite War Wagon. So, like, how do you stop that? You just don't kill that. It's one of the best death balls in the game. And then you've got all these castles getting trebbed and rammed down over here. I think green's dead. I think teal's dead. And I think this is going to be very fast. I think this is going to come down to what happens between Duve and Honey. The rate at which things are progressing right now is insane. Yeah, so that trade is still working over here for these two. And you've got 70 gold a trip, which is why they have so much gold. So Depend says, go help me. Duve says, when I'm done with teal, yes, soon. Yellow, focus on purple. He's going after you. Okay. I don't know if that's the case, but basically green is really trying to get yellow to help. But yeah, Spec Chat is back. Spec Chat has been enjoyable. And red is here to help against yellow. Huh. Sorry, purple, the bother you. But yellow is going to attack you. He's snitching! He's snitching! In order to save himself, Depends is snitching. He says, hey, don't want to bother you as you're killing me, but just so you know, yellow's going to kill you. And I wonder if that's going to give him peace now. Let's see. This is exactly what this game needed. A little bit of snitching, a little bit of backstabbing. They are plotting on you. Yes, it's working. It's working. They're getting to survive. Well, no, don't take out his Treb. Pony says who? Pony. Well, he's not really taking the bait because it's actually happening. But let's see what green says. Look, Pony's... Oh, look, they're running away. Pony says, ally me. He just gained an ally. He's going to survive because he snitched. That's amazing. That is amazing. Drunk Diplo for the win. He said, he says, I want nothing for my intel. ... I believe you can destroy them, my lord. Oh, God. I think the whole my lord shit, I think that is going to make Honey a little suspicious, to be honest. Honey is not... He's here to win, you know? He doesn't want the lulz. He wants the victory, but... He should feed him info. Duve says, you ally me back. Dave ally. And Depends now goes to yellow. He says, careful, yellow. Purple is coming. Yes. Purple is coming. So he's literally going to both of the top two players and saying, hey, the other one just told me they're going to attack you. He says, he's plotting on you with me. But I will not betray you. He's on both sides. Duve says, I mean, he is a way better player. And now Honey says, I come help with teal. But who is he saying that to? This is some Game of Thrones nonsense here. Purple says, you have peace. Green says, brah, you are meta alpha player. Red says, lol, I'm the second lowest rated player here. By that logic, I should never be attacked. And now Green, after all that amazing Diplo, says, what did you have for dinner, guys? Oh, God. He's so drunk right now. He is so drunk. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Tristu says Ratatouille. And by the way, Tristu, again, he's got Hussar. I think he'll have some trade. And Duve was defeated by who? Oh, my God. Duve was defeated. Wow. Honey transported siege onagers and he transported war wagons and got the kill. And what's crazy is Duve still had Honey allied the whole time. Impressive. And Duve is dead now. He says, GG, well sniped. I don't think they can see that. We can, though. Impressive. And now, Green was hoping he would have more time. So he's like, shit, what do I do? So he's like, brah, well played. Well played. He's trying to compliment him. But the thing is, now that Duve is gone, Teal is in a good spot. Red is kind of alive in this. Blue now has time. And I think Honey's not going to be near as strong. That is if they take out Duve's docks. Okay, Red says help. That's kind of funny. Red is stuck in the middle here. It's going to be tough to last long with this position. Also, can we just talk about the fact that Big Lump of Cheese isn't chatting at all? Big Lump of Cheese is full on focus, worrying about the game, and all it depends is the spokesman. Teal's losing a lot of lumberjacks here to Blue, but I think that's a mistake from Blue. I think Blue should not be attacking unless he's got a lot of military to defend. You don't want to pick any bad fights. Still, those three are chatting with me about sneaking to your base and killing all of your innocent Vil. And Honey says, okay, I trust you. What? So Green goes for it again. He's like, yo, they're still talking about you over there. And I guess he's just hoping that Honey will kill off everyone else. And then he could maybe kill off Honey. And I guess maybe Honey didn't have his chat set up properly. So, because Honey's response didn't go through to Green. And Green says, purple, Honey, my love. He says, what's the plan? I think Honey realizes he didn't get my message. Whoops. Okay. Now, guys, I love how Green made purple take the bait. But I think with how funny and silly he's being, Honey will eventually reach a point where he does not trust him. Wouldn't even surprise me if that point is soon. Like, Purple might even be saying he trusts him when he doesn't.
Nice weekend, mate. Cheers for the stream.
Okay, depends is what's the plan, boys? I mean, the plan is to find wood at some point. I mean, they're going to be running out of wood pretty soon. Players have to focus on that. Oh, God, you're kidding me. Oh, my God. Blue has made houses around Teal's markets. And now Teal cannot trade. So the trade is completely useless, but Teal doesn't get an attack signal. This is brilliant. There's all that gold just sitting there, and it can't be dropped off at the markets because Blue made houses around it. Purple is gathering his forces as Mordor. Shall we do something? And then there we go. Big Lump of Cheese says, where is his king? And then Red says Purple's up to something. Just because Red sees Purple walling. Okay. Now, I saw that Purple researched Cannon Galleon, so I think we're going to see some Navy, which is really smart on this map. Not sure. And they're talking about going after Purple, but I think they're doing this way too early. Yeah. He says weaken treason. Green says we are second highest in score. That's not good. I actually agree with that. Big Lump of Cheese says because we the best. Ah. That's the spirit. Here we go. This is some energy right here. Yes. Okay. Well, we're kind of waiting for the next move at this point. And this is still freaking hilarious to me. 28 trade carts with 52 gold, and they would be continuously running back and forth. Demo Dave's going to be like... What's so brilliant about this is Demo Dave wants to attack blue, I think, too. But yeah, I mean, he's going to think, where's my gold? I have 28 trade carts because it says 28 on gold. Where is it? His gold isn't going up at all. Okay, green says navy incoming. So they are allied with purple, so they know that purple is going to go navy. Which doesn't affect them too much. But now green's going to talk again. Depends. He says, Oni, go around and sneak on Dave. He's saying, hey, go to the other side. Purple is building towers in your bases. We need to flatten them now. Also, can we appreciate the difference in punctuation and spelling? I love how some people are just like abbreviate words. They don't use any punctuation on the internet. But then like Red's just like full on book report, high school. Perfect language, perfect spelling. Yeah, I mean, Honey is trying to advance in with towers. He's not wrong. And those Korean towers can be tough. Honey's confused. He says, what? Teal and blue are fighting? Didn't expect that. Oh, he sees it. He sees it. I like that bit of commentary there from Honey. I actually think it's a mistake from blue and teal to fight. Because blue and teal, they need each other. I think. I think this is going to hurt both of them. And it's going to strengthen Honey. Meanwhile, the Depends is trying to talk about how they can take out purple. Which I can't help but feel like is going to fail miserably when the attempt comes, but... Expect nothing, and if something great happens, it's even more exciting, right? Lower your expectations. It doesn't let people say bombard cannon, because, you know, you wouldn't want anyone to see the abbreviation for that. The trade is still working. This is such a big deal, man. This is such a big deal. Like, this shouldn't be allowed. They should be over here. They should be taking out Duv's docks. But because Duve is dead, he can't tell them what happens. Red is just as random halbs taking out villagers over here. That's kind of funny. And I think what purple's going to do is take out blue's trade. Wait until he's distracted. Okay, get ready. Dude, there's siege onagers here. There's castles here. There's towers here. This is so obvious. And Honey immediately realizes. He says, Green, what are you doing? Okay, I want to see him explain this one. Purple, okay. And purple says, okay. He says, going for Dave, purple, okay? And he starts to shift direction. Tony's like, all right, I'm going to keep a close eye on you, though. Purple is still stuffing around my base. Now is the time to strike. They are getting too strong. I love Red's messages. Green, defeating me won't help you. I don't think Red is really clued in. Okay, so now Green says, boys. Red says, I have no eco. I think Green is about to rally everyone together against purple. How are you doing? What the? Are you just catching up? You haven't seen your buddies for a few weeks or something? What is that? Blue says defending. Red says mostly dead. And Depends says, don't worry, Red. I will not kill you. Let's kill Purple. Purple. And Red says, let's go. This is so badly timed. This is... The chat's amazing, but what do you really think you're going to be able to push that death ball? Tony's literally just sitting there waiting to see what you're going to do. Your armies are sitting together. This is not the timing. Depends signals and says, I think his papa is there. So they're going to go for the king, which I guess is now the papa. Blue is making only hussars, which is not bad. But I just wish blue and teal would work together.
It is good to be the king.
Red says, FYI, basically I can't do anything. And Honey says it is good to be the king with the taunt. I absolutely love that. I think he understands the position he's in, and he understands what people are going to do. And so he just turned on Teal so he could kill Teal's trade. I guess Teal figured... No! Teal didn't know this entire time. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Oh, geez. And Honey's got, okay, some bombard cannons and some wagons here. And I guess, okay, that's actually why Honey turned on Teal, because he wants to raid this area. Yeah, there's very little wood left on the map. That's very true. Very little wood left on the map. Demo Dave wanted to steal farms here. I'm not sure that'll work. I think Demo Dave has to pull his military. Oh, he's got, like, nothing. He's gonna have to deal with this. I think Green really just wants a king kill. But not gonna be able to get that one. And honestly, guys, if you look at Honey's resources and the score, Honey should not take any massive risks here. Because he's going to have a big target on his back. What he's doing right now, as he gets a king kill, is perfect in my opinion. Okay, Green says, I'm going for it, bro. Where is the king? It's in this tower. Red says, yay, I'm not dead. Okay, here comes the very sneaky play. And just as we all expected, it was hugely successful. Oh, God. That is one of the worst sniping attempts I've ever seen in community game history. They didn't use a transport. They stood there for 10 minutes and then waltzed right in. He says, disaster. I mean, if he is drunk, that would make sense. I like how Big Lump of Cheese didn't even try and, you know, say, maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we should think twice about that. Nope, none of that. Red made me do it. Oh my god, he's trying to blame Red for this now. What a little snake. Blue has been defeated. My apologies for not seeing how. I imagine it was probably on the shoreline or something. I don't think there's any reason for Honey to listen to Green at this point. Because Green just tried to attack him. And we'll see if Honey's able to push this back. It's actually a considerable amount of hustlers. That unit queue for Green is pretty insane. Meanwhile, Red doesn't have... Oh, it does have a TC, okay, but doesn't really have any resources coming in.
Am I seeing things, or is this
It is Spec Chat. Yasha, thank you for the 11. Thank you, Gibson. Thank you, Kirby. Thank you, Dark Mizo. Who's Ted? Oh, Red. Red, my love. It's our only chance. Is there a chance for them to do this? Honey isn't exactly queuing up more siege onagers. He doesn't have the craziest unit queue. Red says, what's up? I mean, I think if Red attacks with what he has right now and they have siege behind it, they might actually be able to do this. Teal was killed off by Purple. I showed it on the screen. He said, GG, girls, guys and gals. By the way, Demo Dave, are you in chat right now? If you're in chat, tell me what you think about this for a second. This is why you didn't have any gold. Blue walled in your markets like 40 minutes ago. And I think you were like, man, I really need to add more trade. And some of the new trade carts would come out, but then they would get stuck there. Anyways, Hussar's running in for Green. What they really need is like some type of archer unit to just take out those halbs. If they had camel archers, that would be so good. Hand cannons would work as well. Yeah, Red is asking for resources. It is very typical for Koreans to be hard to kill off with their keeps, with their castles, with their wagons, with their siege. This all seems very desperate. I thought a moment ago, maybe. Now you've got camels running in. Camels are notoriously bad against archers and towers. And they're going to click everything after the keep. The town bell has been rung, which makes sense in this situation. The keep isn't even on fire yet. It's lost 500 HP. There's no way. I mean, here comes Red now as well. They're sending everything they can. It's about halfway down now. But at what cost? At what cost? Honey says the 2 towers will hold. And Depend says, we can do it. Can you? Red says, when purple is out, feel free to kill me. Like, I think Red is struggling to really gather the situation here. I think it's going to be the other way around. I think purple's going to eventually kill you. Scout are the only way now. Can we at least appreciate the positivity? They could be negative Nancy's and be like, oh, bro, we can't do it. Let's just give up. Let's just go. We're wasting the viewers' time. We can't. But they're just somehow still positive. And Green says, Lump, let's get army and bombard cannons. Is Lump even there? I haven't seen any chat from Lump in like a half hour. There's no indicator here that Lump is still controlling things. Look, he's not even responding. Huh. I have no army left and no resources. Big Lump of Cheese is now talking. He says something out castle, but this is a Christian Minecraft server, so we can't actually... Oh, did he try and say king? Oh, the towers. No way. The towers. Oh, the king is going to go down. The king is going to go down, and Honey gets it. Red says, incidentally, I'm pretty sure they're reading our chat right now. Depends calls the GG. Honey with all the taunts. This is a little over the line here with the you can resign again and everything. That said, Red really should resign, so it's not completely inaccurate. He's really timing the taunts well with the situation, let's put it that way. Red says, nicely done, guys. Red now says, Purple, kill me quick. I have nothing to send you. Oh, send at you, excuse me. Where is the king? In the castle? Okay. All right, I make it quick. Honey's a very simple man. Or we can make this stream suffer and drag this out for 2 more hours. Honey says you won't feel anything. Oh, there's at least some mercy in that. There's some mercy in that. But the longer you wait for your death, I feel like there's a lot of psychological pain, you know? So. The Depends is now resubbed to the channel. Thank you. That was an entertaining game. Red says, King is in my castle. As I'm sure you know, it is defended by 5 feudal scouts. Stop stuffing around with my houses. Yes. That's the second time he's used the word stuff in a way that I've never used the word stuff. Is it possible that... Like, is that a phrase people use? Like, stop messing around with my houses? Maybe it's a saying from South Africa? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, the keeps that were placed here earlier by Honey have really come in clutch in multiple ways. And, we'll see if this king... I like how Red said we could waste 2 hours, and now he's running. But it looks like he's been cornered. GG. I have to say, despite that game being predictable in some ways, not all the ways, it was very entertaining. Just the fact that the Depends was able to convince Honey to stop killing him at one point was so funny to me. He was going to die. Most of this game, people didn't really have a response to Honey. And so he just says, hey, Honey, they're talking about you, which was a complete lie. Somehow survives. And in the end, Honey killed Duve because of Green's lie. That was impressive.
Is that how you appreciate my 4 years sub anniversary? T90S.
Wait, what? Shashlike. Wait a second. Shashlike, were you supposed to be in this game? Wait a second. We rolled Shashlike, and now that I think about it, he's not in this game at all. I think I might have overrolled. Anyways, we'll get to that. Feel really bad. Whoops. Here's the deal. I think what really decided this game, Because Duve and Honey would eventually have to attack each other. 100%. That would have to happen. But I think what decided this game was that there were a few instances where players weren't teaming. First instance is Green. Like, there was communication. There was some form of an alliance. But for the middle part of the game to the, or I guess like the start of the game to the middle part of the game, they were talking to each other. Okay? So that was one thing. Blue killed off poor Where Is the Pickle. I still feel really bad for Where Is the Pickle. Because Blue killed Orange. Blue was correct. Blue needed space. Tristu needed resources. But I think you could say that maybe they could have allied, so they had someone to trade with. And then you had also Demo Dave. Demo Dave and Blue, I think that was the big one. I think they should have formed an alliance. They could have traded with good position. And then maybe they could have given a hard time to other players. So all that combined with Duve getting sniped excellently by Honey made it really, really good for Honey long term. Tristu says, Where's the Pickle didn't want to ally. Yeah, so Tristu, I have a question, and this goes for Where's the Pickle as well. Did you guys talk about it at all? Or did you just look at the alliances? Because this is what I think went wrong. I think Where's the Pickle forgot it was Diplo, which is really bad. Where's the Pickle? Is there any orange here I can look for? Here, I'll just go. Yeah, Where's the Pickle realized very late it was Diplo, I think. And I think Tristu said, hey, he's enemy to me, and Castle dropped him. Poof, that was crazy. Good game, though. I really enjoyed that one. Obviously, having Spec Chat helped. You can see how strong Koreans are in post-imp. And Honey had trade. Honey collected res around the map. Honey just played really well, despite being, per his admission, a little rusty, I feel, in some ways with Age of Empires. Honey was always one of those names that was on the list in community games. If that person's in the community game, make sure you team up on him. Didn't really happen this game, and he gets his win.